Welcome to the Bastly tutorial. To use Bastly, the first thing you need to do is download our SDK jar from our website or from the Maven Central repositories. Once you've done this, then just create a new Android project and clips. We will call ours Bastly example and click next. The default project will be perfect for this demo. If you have already an Android project, you just need to follow the steps in your own project. For this one, we will have a perfect finished product to test. When we have our project, we just need to add our SDK to the Lives folder. So we just go to our downloaded jar and we copy it to the Lives folder. We drag it there, and so there ask for copy files. We click OK, and we're ready to go. Now we have our project with the Bastly SDK set up. So we can go to main activity. That's where we're going to develop all our code. And we are now ready to set our first field, which will be the Bastly client. The Bastly client will have two generic type classes that we will have to fill. The first one will be our play or message that we want to forward, and the second one will be the room. So we're going to create a new package in our project. We're going to call it models, and we're going to generate two classes inside this package. First one, we will call it play. This play class will contain a few fields representing the message that we want to send between different users. We'll first create a spell name, because we're going to send different spells, and we're going to set an integer field, which is the strength of each spell. This can be any class that you already have or you want to pass with different structures between your users. So we generate getters, setters for this demo example class. We'll generate also the constructor using the fields that we have. This will be the main class to pass the information. So whatever you need, you set it and you can use it. So we save this class, and we will create the new class, the other class we will call the room. This class will contain all the information that is generic or that it's for all the users. So if you want to have like a chat, you can have a room with the room name, or the ladder, or the points, or in this case we're going to say just the current leader of this spell battle. But for this demo we're not going actually to use this class. You can see how to use the rooms and the information about rooms in further tutorials in the Bastly website. So we're just going to create the getter and setters, also the constructor, like this. We're going to go back to our main activity. Now we can set our first generic type, which will be the play class, and the second one will be the room class. And now that we set our classes for our Bastly client, we are ready to use it. Now we import the classes from the package that we created. These ones will be yours in your already created project, or you can just do this to try and set the Bastly. So now we take the Bastly client field and we type a new Bastly client. We'll have to select between a few different options. In this case, we're going to take the first one. Well, we'll have to set an API key that you will get an email when you register on our website on your profile, a callback, and the message class. In this case, the play.class. This is the type that we're going to use for parsing the message in the sockets. The callback could be a new callback over here, like you declare the Bastly callbacks and you can do all your work for the message over here, but we prefer to just say this, so it will be the activity, the one that implements the Bastly callbacks. So we're going to do this. See that the ID Eclipse in this case will add the implements Bastly callbacks to the activity, and we'll have to type again those classes that we're going to use, again play and room, and it will be finished like this. So now we can just click on the activity and add unimplemented methods, and now we can see all the methods that Bastly provides out of the box. Each time a new message arrives, one message will be called. Now we can call bastlyClient.connect, which is perfect to call it on the onCreate of the activity, and bastlyClient send message. We just need to send a play object. So we create a new play. In this case, we'll send a fireball with a certain strength, like 12. With this type of, with this method, you can send a message to a specific room. So if you want to send them to all, you just need to type send message to all, and all the devices that are connected to your API key on this application will receive the message. So how we treat the message. Okay, so each time the device receives a message, this method will be called. So in this case, we're just going to log it like we received a Bastly real-time message, and we're going to show it in logcat for the demo. Since this is already your object from the class play, you can use all those methods that it has. In this case, we're going to use the getter for the spell name. We just import log because in this project it wasn't imported. And every time that we receive a message, it could be like a general message to all, or a specific, we'll be receiving a message. For the perfect implementation, if you don't want to have any problems, you just can use onResume and override onPause from the activity lifecycle. And if you just onPause, you said, okay, I don't want to receive anymore if the activity is paused, you can say bastlyClient.remove callbacks. So if it receives any message, this activity will receive no further message and it will not mess with your UI and you'll get no errors. And just onResume, you can add callback this because this activity already implements the Bastly callbacks. With this simple approach, you have a working application that have real-time messaging between all your devices.